This is Gematriona Sessions number 4. Generally speaking, it correlates to the day of the Hebrew month. So today is the 4th day of Kislev. Thursday, Yom Chamishi, 5th day of the week for Kislev, 5785. And the general idea is to start with reading that would correspond to that day. So it's Chamishi, the 5th reading, which is the 5th day of the week. And just a brief explanation of Gematriona. Gematriona is the term that I've coined that relates to the calculation of all things, the reckoning of truth and reality through numbers, and that's all numbers. And plugging it in to the Torah, Tanakh, but specifically the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, and looking for patterns, looking for codes, and seeking to come up with conclusions for life's just about any question. Not only the toughest questions, but even just apparently simple, easy questions, based on the idea that everything is inside the Torah. And just to mention that I've had some interest recently, and people have contacted me wanting to know if I do readings or if I do sessions with people, a consultation. And the answer is, I didn't think so, but actually I am now doing that. So if anyone is interested in connecting with me and doing a private consultation, it's kind of a meeting. I'm very new at this, and I don't claim to be a super expert. It's just something that I've been doing. It's a unique way of looking into the Torah, finding your life there through gematria, through numbers. Everyone has a vast array of numbers that are associated with their life, like the numbers of their birthday, their all their personal information, telephone number, address, all kinds of numbers, and it might seem a little bit out there, a little bit wild, but I think they can all be found in here with the right techniques, the right methods of decoding, decryption, or finding patterns. With that said, let us start with verse 28 in chapter 30, which is the 5th reading, which would correspond to the 5th day of the week, December 5th. And it is December 5th, 2024, and the 4th day of Kislev, 5785, Chamishi. Vayomar, and he said, it's 257. I'm used to Vayomer, and since Vayomer comes up quite a bit in the Torah, I knew that it was 257 right away. Nakva. So this is talking about Lavan, when he tells Jacob, tell me what I should pay, what your reward, your salary, your reward should be, your financial compensation. So it says Nakva Zacharcha Alai V'Atena. Nakva means to set or to establish or to I'm thinking like nakav is a hole. Like when you punch a hole in something, you're establishing something. That's what nakva. So it's actually the same letters as nekeva. Actually, you find the English word bank in there, right? Nun kuf bet rearranged is bank, which could be bet nun kuf. So it has a similar idea. Nakva, set down in writing, which would be 157. Now that we're on the topic of 157, there's an interesting concept of, and this is a gematrionic practice, of all numbers that come up are reckoned. And it came up today that someone was teaching in the Daf and said, teaching the Daf Yomi, which is the daily page of Talmud, that we are on page 163 today. And he said we are in numbers of Dafim, page numbers that don't exist anywhere except in Bava Basra. Because after Bava Basra is the longest tractate in the Talmud, with the page number ending at 176, although it's actually 175 because it starts at page 2. But suffice it to say that it's the longest tractate. And the next longest tractate is Tractate Shabbat, which has the last page number of 157, which is Gematriona Sessions, which you just said right now. But the interesting thing is that from 158, 159, 160, all those pages up until 176, so from 158 up until 176, we cannot say that these page numbers appear in any other tractate. So we're in a unique period of time. If you're using page numbers of tractates to say, like, for example, let's say I was in Daf 10, right? So in Daf 10 is like in every Masechta. So I could say Megillah Daf Yud, I could say Brachos Daf Yud, I could say Moed Katan Daf Yud. So I could think, when we were in Daf Yud over here, but we can never say that I was in Daf 163 of any other tractate except for Bava Basra, which makes us an interesting couple of weeks now until we start Sanhedrin. That being said, that all that Torah came from one word in the Torah here, Nakva. So that's what Gematrion is where you take a word, you gematritize it, and then it takes you into a whole matrix of ideas that are completely off, seemingly not random, but they're off the topic, because the number linked you in with a new topic. A number links in a new topic to a new topic ad infinitum. It's endlessly. So Nakva, Scharcha. Scharcha is 570. 570. Your reward, your compensation, your salary. Alai, 110. Ve'etena, and I will give it to you. 455. 456, and 6 is 462. In Gematriona, that would read 257, 157. 570, 110, 462. Next verse, Vayomer, 257. See, it's pretty common. It comes up again. 257. Elav is 47. How did I know Elav? Because I was calculating that when Donald Trump was during the elections, and 47 is like the 47th president, and so I thought Elav, to him, he is the 47th president. So now I know Elav is always 47 because of that. Atah is 406. It's like Montana. The whole state has the area code 406, and Atah is within Montana. There's an M. Yadata, 470. 484. 484. Et, 401. Asher, 501. Those are very well known. Avadeticha, that's a little bit harder. So Eved is 76. 76 and so 476, 476, 496, 496 and 10. What's 496 and 10? 506, naturally. Avadeticha. Ve'et, 407. Asher, 501. Haya would be 20. Miknecha iti. Miknecha would be 190 and 20 is 210. Miknecha iti. Et would be 411. 411, yeah. And I think we'd like to keep these videos around 10 minutes because of the concentration of it. And you see, just by gematriotizing one or two verses in the Torah, you come with all kinds of ideas that are ramificational, and they ramify, if that's a word, into all different places of thought, and show the interconnectivity. And this new approach of Torah analysis that is called Gematriona.